Hey, what up, Long Beach? Welcome back to the 562.org. It's Tyler.
And Mike, and this high school football video is brought to you by Naples Rib Company.
For the first time in almost 2 years, the pageantry, the pomp, the circumstance is back. There's football on the west side. The Cabrillo Jaguars back on their home field, coming out in the all-black, looking to move on up into the win column against Jefferson out of the LA City section. Both teams enter this one 0-1, hungry for a win.
The Jefferson Democrats definitely looking for a nice midterm performance here, Tyler. Sophomore quarterback Luis Haro looking to build on his first varsity game last week. Cabrillo defense making some plays on the opening drive. That's Manu Sagale with the tackle for a loss.
Yeah, the Jags definitely doing their thing on defense, trying to disrupt that running game for the Democrats, but they had success running on the outside, appeasing their fringe supporters.
You got to appeal to the base, Tyler.
You got to energize the base. Aston Carroll with the carry inside the 10, and then Marquise Stewart, the quarterback keeper. Not the first time a quarterback named Stewart has scored on this field. That's a 7-yard touchdown to put Jefferson up 6-0. Early in this one, the Jags went to their running game. Kenjin Mababa, he was a bad man running with authority. And this Cabrillo team, the strength is their O-line. So they want to run the ball, and they want to get it to guys who are going to run it hard with authority. And that's what we saw from Mababa. 3 carries for 41 yards on that opening drive to really help try to set the tone for that offense.
Well, you could see the defender coming out of him when he's holding the ball, looking for contact there. But the drive would stall in the red zone on a pair of sacks. This one by Robert Macias for the Democrats.
Again, Jefferson doing a good job getting the ball to the edge with Norman Mason right there is 0. You'll see more from him in this highlight as he gets inside the 10, and then it's Carroll once again taking the toss, and he would score it to double the lead, 12-0 Dems. 6 carries, 132 yards, and 2 touchdowns for Carroll as he makes it 12-0. Then on the next drive, Sean Herrera going to step in front of this pass, and he will take it to the house. The pick 6 is going to make it 20-0 very quickly. A tough run right here for Cabrillo.
And the demo's going for a trick play, but here come the men in black. Mason swarmed by the defenders for the sack, and credit to Cabrillo because down 20-0, that really could have gone the other way quickly.
No, but they were hungry. Dylan Nugent-Sugamele in the backfield all night. Gets the sack and hits the celly. Okay, big man, go off. Then Anthony Fuentes completely blows this play up and power slams Stewart in the backfield as the Jags definitely looking hungry and getting into that backfield later in the drive. Look what I found on the deflection. Nugent-Sugamele gets the INT. Not often an offensive tackle gets a pick, Mike.
Well, that's what happens when you're wearing the double nickel, making big plays out there. Late in the second quarter, Haro is unloading deep and connects with Gabe Garcia for a 43-yard pass down to the Jefferson 2.
Yeah, that was a huge spark for Cabrillo as they look to get some points before the half. Antonio Elam takes it up the middle. Nice cutback for the score. Hey, get off me, man. First touchdown of the season for Cabrillo as Elam punches it in. And it was good to get a little bit of momentum late in that first half, but Elam's not done building momentum. Jefferson looking for more points. Nah, Elam wasn't feeling that. He steps in for the INT, and things started to go Cabrillo's way. It just happened a little later than they would have liked in that first half.
Well, I think first game at home, you got to kind of shake it off a little bit. Down 28-6, but they definitely fought back very well in that second quarter. And as we get into the second half, Jefferson has got a free Mason weaving his way through the Cabrillo defense, not the way the Jags wanted to come out of halftime, but it's going to be a 66-yard touchdown run for Mason and the Democrats.
Yeah, definitely one of the best athletes on the field tonight. Coach Gonzalez talked about improving his team's tackling going forward. Not a lot of varsity experience, something to work on. Jags coming back the other way, though, with some misdirection in the running game. Garcia with a nice gain here. Then this play, this is going to fool me as it ends up with Elam. He's going to take a big hit at the 10, but keep going. Ends up scoring from 19 yards out. That's his second touchdown of the day. He was called in before the fumble. Don't even worry about it. And he's a little bit more hyped up. That's 2 for number 2.
Deuces! Head coach Shane Gonzalez giving encouragement to his team. Really positive stuff from him and his staff tonight, which we have a lot of admiration for. Jags doing a better job sealing the edge in the second half. You see Marco Garcia with the contain and the tackle. As a team, Jags put up 7 tackles for a loss in this one.
And that offense still flinging it. Haro has the arm strength, looking for Garcia, and finds him for another big gain. Garcia, I mean, he's just kind of finding a way to contribute in a lot of different ways. He had 6 catches for 151 yards. Unfortunately, didn't get his touchdown, but he was the go-to guy in the offense. You can either hit him over the top, you can hit him in the screen game. Small but mighty, an elusive target. Not the most physically imposing, but he kept sticking his nose in there.
Yeah, a lot of respect for the way that that Garcia and the rest of this team played, quite frankly. They're all going both ways. Haro hitting 360 in the backfield, then fighting his way in for the score. 75 yards rushing for the sophomore, and he was definitely sore coming off the field. But like I said, a lot of respect for the way these Jags battled tonight.
Well, and it was great to see them back at home playing again on the west side. Score didn't go quite the way they wanted, but an improvement from last week. Looking forward to the rest of the season. We want to thank all of our sponsors, including Ocean Law Center, for their support of local sports coverage. And if you want to keep up with the Cabrillo Jaguars and the rest of Long Beach football, you know you got to keep it locked right here at the562.org.